Good morning, my young viewers. Welcome to another class of social science. It's Monday morning, and I know after 2 days of rest, you might be eager to go on. So, shall we begin? Now, this YouTube interaction is for the first chapter, that is the Earth in the solar system. Okay, I can see all of you are tuned in here. So, good morning, very good morning to everyone. Now, remember the first part, I have done it in the YouTube live. The rest, I gave it as videos. Some of you might have watched till the end of that chapter. If you have not done it, I will do it here. So please listen carefully if you do not understand it, because there are problems with the visuals. All you can see is me. So if you have the problems with the visual, you can go back to the video that I have sent in your group. Once again, please see them. And today we have to conclude this chapter so that tomorrow we have to start a new one, right? So without any further delay, let's begin the Earth in the solar system. Now, I stopped when I was explaining about stars. Right? I stopped when I was explaining stars. So I'll continue with the stars. Now, if you happen to see stars, that cluster of stars, there are so many stars together, and draw if you draw a imaginary line connecting all those stars, they would be called as constellations. Now wait for the word, I'll just type it here. Constellations, right? Constellations are too many. Now, as of your book is concerned, the constellation that we are going to study is Ursa Major and Ursa Minor. That's the Great Bear Saptarshi Mandala. Now, you will have seen in the sky, there will be 7 stars connecting in a line, not exactly in a line, which forms a shape that you see in the video. So these 7 stars are called Saptarshi Mandala. Sapta means 7, Rishi means sages. They are named after the saints of ancient Vedas. So they are called Saptarshi Mandala. And if you see them very closely, Saptarshi Mandala, they are a small part of a very big constellation called Ursa Major. Now, Ursa Major, or the Great Bear, if you have seen the picture of a bear, it resembles a bear, right? That is a big cluster of stars. Now, you can see on a very clear sky or a nice day, night where these are visible. Now, are these only ones clusters that you see? No, there are so many, like Cassiopeia, like Leo, like Perseus. Now, you might have heard about the zodiac signs, 12 zodiac signs. They are related to the zodiac signs, right? Now, we will move ahead with the constellation of stars. Now, there is one star in this constellation called the pole star. Now, just wait for me. Just write the pole star. Now, pole star is also called as Dhruva Nakshatra. Now, you might have heard a lot of stories about the pole star, right? Dhruva. Now, legends, imaginary stories, be it scientifically, there is a pole star which connects 2 stars of the Saptarshi Mandala in a straight line. You can see it always is shining very bright. There is a star which is shining very bright in the northern hemisphere. Because we are in the northern hemisphere, India is in the northern hemisphere, we'll see in the north direction that always there is a star which is shining very bright. That's called a north star or pole star. Now, when there was no GPS available, or when there was no directions available, the merchants, the old merchants who used to travel to other places, followed the direction of the pole star or the north star. It's called north star or the pole star. Guys, please put your questions there in the comment box if you have any questions regarding the chapter, because I have sent you the videos. You might have questions about the video or the things that I say now. If it is not clear, or if you did not understand any concept, please feel free to put it here so that I can see and I can revisit back to it again. So shall we move on with the star? Now after the star, we will go to the planets. Now as of now I'm just curious to know whether you know it. Now how many planets do we have? Now let's start one interaction here. So can I have an answer? How many planets do we have? Okay, uh, 8. I got the answer. Boys and girls, you have to follow one thing here. That is, if you are typing the answer, please do type your name, because your ID is probably your parents' ID. So I will have to take. Now for some, yeah, it's 8. I think first one is Jaishree CS. Now who is Jaishree CS? I know one Jaishree CS from class 10. Now can you type your name better? Okay, rest is good. Subhadra, that is probably Gnan. Okay, it's all your parents' name. Okay, that's Arnav of 8 planets and one dwarf planet. Good. 8 planets. Himani, Yogna. Okay. I did not still get who is Jaishree CS. Is it the girl that we have in the class? Okay, fine. Now she has gone for the answer 8, and it is correct. There are 8 planets recognized in the solar system. Now, there were 9 planets in the solar system that we know. Now, it would be a tough question to just write the 9 planets here. I will leave it here like that. Okay, fine. Okay, that's a student. Okay, fine. Now we will move on with the next one, the planets. Now there are 8 planets, and the planets, the stars, the asteroids, moon, everything have that we see on this in the sky, right? Which have no light or light of their own, is called. Now, the celestial bodies, which I'll get back to what I was explaining. The celestial bodies which have no heat or light of their own is called a planet. Now, sorry for mixing that all up. I was going to explain celestial bodies, now stuck up with the planet. Wait, now this is fine. Now, celestial bodies which do not have heat and light of their own is called a planet. Now, Earth as a planet gets all the heat and the light from the nearest star. That is, oh, wait, let me wait. Now, which is the nearest star for the Earth? Which is the nearest star of Earth? Which is the nearest star do we have? Okay, it's a question open to you guys. You can answer here. Which is the nearest star that we have? Sun, moon. Okay, moon is not a star. Tanishka, sun. Easy tricks. Who is this easy tricks? I told you we have to follow a rule in the YouTube interaction. When you Type the answer. Please type your name too. Easy tricks. Okay. Good guys. Good. Sun. Moon is not the answer. Moon is not a star. Moon is just a satellite. Um, Arush. Okay, Arush. Well done, Arush. You got the answer right. It is sun. Yes, good going, guys. You are typing the answers. Amok, Imani, I can see. Alpha Centauri. Hmm, not Alpha Centauri. Nearest. I'm asking the nearest one. Alpha Centauri is a star. Proxima Centauri, Alpha Centauri. Sun is nearest to the earth, right? We derive the heat and the light from the sun. Now just look at outside, you will see a bright day, right? If you go at 11 and 12, heat, you may probably not go out of the house because of the corona outbreak. You might be sitting inside the home learning. But if you go outside, you will see it's a scorching heat at 12. It's now okay kind of heat. Now where do we get all this heat from? We get it from sun, right? Vishnu, Ishita, Yogna, Jacob, Sharon, Krishnesh, well done. It's the sun. Now we get it from the sun, and the planet earth has a satellite also. It has a companion. Like we, the earth rotates around the sun. There is somebody who rotates around us. That is called the satellite of the earth. Now can you tell me the satellite of the earth? Which is the satellite of the earth? Yes guys, I'm waiting for your answers. Arush, moon. Okay. Jnan with moon. Okay. Moon is the satellite that you think. Okay. Moon, moon. Remember the Purnima, full moon, and the new moon. It is the moon. Well done, guys. Well done. We have a satellite that is the moon. Now, moon is a natural satellite. Moon, we did not keep it there. It was already there when the evolution began. Now, but there are, so it's called a natural satellite. Moon is the natural satellite of the Earth. Fine. Now, I told you we did not keep it there, but there are satellites where we have kept it for lot of other purposes, for education, for telecommunication, for some other scientific reasons, for weather reasons. We have kept artificial satellites there. So, can you tell me which is the first satellite that we human beings have ever sent to the space? The first satellite. India? We'll not go for India now. We'll go for the world. Let's see the world. The first satellite of the world. World. Pranam goes for Aryabhata. Of the world? Aryabhata, satellite of the world. Sputnik. Okay, it's Afan. Oh, very good. Good gracious. It is Sputnik. Any idea which country has sent it? Sputnik. Good done. Good. I'm getting it. Good. Sputnik was sent by Russia, right? Russia. Yes, Gitanjali. Yes, Gitanjali. It is Russia. It was sent by Russia. Now, which is the first satellite to be sent by our own country, India? Okay, Himani, Sputnik. Okay, because of the delay of the live, the answers are coming. Okay, Spurti, Tanishka, I get it. It is Sputnik from Russia. I'm asking a different question here. Aryabhata. Okay. Aryabhata is the answer. Samyukta Shenoy. I get the student here. Sorry for that. It's Okay. Can you please, guys, write your name again? I'm missing with the names. Um, okay, it's with the ID. Samyukta Shenoy has got the right answer. It is Aryabhatta. Moon. Okay, that was probably the answer for the last question. It seems right. Natural satellite of the Earth. Now, okay, let's move on with the planets. Now, we will start with the first one, that is the sun. The sun is the center of the solar system. It is huge and made up of extremely hot gases. Now, if you go near the sun, you will be not back, right? Okay, okay. Still going answers. Now, remember, when you go to the sun, or if you have planned to go to the sun, you won't be coming back because it's extremely hot. Even if you are near the sun, you will get burnt. If you have any idea of getting burnt, you can go to the sun. Uh, or if you want to get yourself fried like a fish, you might be wanting to go to the sun. Sun is extremely hot, right? That's why we receive so much of heat, even though we are very far away from the sun. Now, it is huge and made up of extremely hot gases. It is the ultimate source of heat and light for the solar system. Now, the planets, as I said, the planets are eight, and they derived from a word of Greek called the planetae. Now, the word planets come from the word planetae from Greek. Yeah. Now the eight planets that we have are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Yes, which one I left out? There were used to be nine Navagraha. I told it in a very. There is a very good trick for that. My very educated mother just served us nine. It used to be pies for it, but there is no pie now because the last one is not a planet anymore. Which one I left out, guys? I told you eight. Pluto. Okay, Arush with Pluto. Subhadra, Pluto, right? Pluto. Pluto is not considered as a planet anymore. It's a dwarf planet. It's not considered as a planet anymore. Now we have eight planets. It used to be Navagraha. Now it's not Navagraha, it's Ashtagraha. Right, right, guys. Good. Pluto, it is Pluto. Now, uh, all the eight planets of the solar system move around the sun in a fixed path. There is a fixed path. If you have seen, there is a fixed path. If you have done a drawing of a solar system, you might have seen some line around the sun. Yeah, that's a fixed path, elongated fixed path called orbit. It's called orbit. Right, Rishmit, it's Pluto. Now, elongated path in which the planets travel, it's called orbit. Orbit. In an orbit, they will travel. They come around the sun. Some come very early, some come very late, depending on the distance they are with the sun. Now, compare it to the distance. Mercury is very near to the sun, so it takes just very less number of days, 88. So that is 1 year for them in Mercury. I hope nobody's living in Mercury. Now we we are third, right? Third from the sun. So we take 365 days, nearly 365 days to come around the sun. So that is a year, I guess, right? We have a year for 365 days. That's what the earth takes to rotate around the sun. And I told you there is a moon which rotates to us. It takes nearly 27.8 days, 28 days. So that's a month. Can we take it as a month, a lunar month? So yeah, that's about that. Guys, okay? Now, Pluto, I told you, was a planet till August 2006. Now it's not a planet, just a celestial body now. We'll go on to the Earth. The Earth is the third closest planet to the Sun and is our home, Earth, Mother. It is slightly flattened at the poles. That is why its a shape is called the geoid. Now, it's not exactly a circle, right? Earth, it's called geoid. Earth is the shape of the Earth is geoid. Yeah, geology, geography, geometric, everything you might have studied. It's there in your book. Geoid. That's the shape of the Earth because at the poles it is flattened. Now, conditions favorable to support life are probably found only on the Earth. That you will see the conditions on Earth. For example, the heat, not extremely heat. You'll see water. The life has thrived because of the water and the heat. Imagine you are very near like Mercury or very far like Neptune. The life wouldn't have sufficed, right? We don't know. We have not been to Neptune. We just have seen through the telescope. But still, we have been to Mars, Mangalyaan, remember. From outer space, the Earth appears blue because its two-thirds of surface is covered by water. That's why it's also called as the blue planet. Now, it's called a blue planet because nearly 70% of the Earth's surface is covered with water. If you take a globe, you will see. You might have seen in your primary classes. I'll show you when the school reopens. The globe has complete blue color because 70% of the surface of the Earth is covered with water, right? The rest, it's the one third is covered with the it's land, right? All you see in India, if you go to the west, you'll see the Arabian Sea. To the south, see the Indian Ocean. To the east, you'll see the Bay of Bengal. So go down, Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Arctic. You'll go everywhere. You'll see just the water bodies more, right? We are very living next to the water body, the Arabian Sea, right? Water, right? Okay. I am seeing the question here that is Jaishree CS, why there is a leap year. Okay, guys, I'll get back to it. But once we'll finish this, I'll get back to the question. Well, good question, guys. Sometimes it is now this year you had normally what happens in a year it is 28 days in February, right? But this year we had 29. If you noticed, now you were there in school February 29th. After that day, there was school. Now, why that 29? And what is a leap year? Right? That's the question of a good question, Jaishree. We'll just, if it is Jaishree. Okay. Now we'll move on with this one. Now we'll go to the moon. The Earth has only one natural satellite, that is the moon. Now it appears so big because it is nearer to our planet than other celestial bodies. Now, if you see the moon in the night, you will see a wonderful moon which is round and it is very pleasing to look at, right? Now, because it is very close to the Earth. Now, remember, you saw a very big pink moon, yeah, few days back, super pink moon. I told you you're going to see that again on May 7th because it was very near to the Earth. In its orbit it was very near to the Earth, so it was looking much brighter and much larger than it always was seen. So it is called the pink moon, super moon. Now, the moon does not have conditions for favorable life. If there was conditions for favorable life, we would have gone on to the moon. Although we have gone on to the moon also, can you guys tell me who is the first person to land on the moon? Is simply checking. Let's see. Who is the first person to land on the moon? Okay, that's Arush with Neil Armstrong. Oh, that's a good one, Arush. Neil Armstrong, Yuri Gagarin, Neil Armstrong, Neil Armstrong, Neil Armstrong. Guys are good. Neil Armstrong. Right, right. That is Neil Armstrong who went there. right? He was the first one from the United States to on the moon, and after that, everyone followed. Right, right, you are right. Neil Armstrong. Neil Armstrong. Wasn't that wonderful to land on moon where the gravity is not so in the on the earth we are landing on the land, and we are staying. If you jump, you come back on the earth. If you throw a stone, it will come back and fall on the earth on surface. But the moon, not the case. The gravity is much more varied on the moon. If you see, you jump, you come land very slowly, right? Gravity is almost very less there. Good, guys. Okay, I'll just go run with the chapter, then I'll come back to all of your questions. I know the space is a wonderful thing to learn. There are a lot of questions regarding it. It's mysterious, so I'll get back to your questions. I'm very happy. I cannot club the questions here because of the thing that I will deviate from my own main course. So I got your questions. One is the leap year question. Some I think one of them is answering it. Okay, I'll answer it. I'll answer it, but we'll get back with this one. Now, the moon moves around the Earth in about 27 days and 8 hours, nearly 28 days. We can take it like that. The moon does not have conditions favorable for life. Now, all we have left with is the rest two. That is the asteroids and the meteoroids. I'll just go for the asteroids and meteoroids. Now, what is an asteroid and what is a meteoroid? That's what we are going to see here. Now, asteroid is a numerous tiny body which also move around the sun. These bodies are called asteroids. Now, asteroids were there when the planet evolution began, and they are found between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Now, if you see the solar system picture which I had sent you, you will see the belt between Mars and Jupiter, right? Now, I hope I cannot show you here. I'm just checking. So, uh, if you just go back with the book, you will get it there. I am just checking whether Mars and Jupiter. Now, scientists believe that they existed when the Big Bang happened, when the planets got burst and the pieces of those planets formed an asteroid belt, right? They can be found between Mars and Jupiter asteroid. Right? The next one is the meteoroids. Now, if you see the meteoroids also are small pieces of rocks which move around the sun, are called meteoroids. Now, sometimes what happens, there is a concern. We'll see a lot of movies where the meteoroids suddenly are falling on the earth. Yeah, the meteoroids are falling onto the earth. So what happens at that time is we take a lot of precautions. There are governments, there are armies which go and shoot them. Now, if they fall on earth without being shot at, they create huge hollow, like crater like hollow, but they are normally shot at, right? They are not, they're bust. We don't let them meteoroids hit the earth. Now, remember, I think I have covered it very briefly. I did not go into the detail. Guys, I want you to go and just look at all those videos which are really in detail. I have gone for the text. I have gone for the detailed explanation in those videos. Please go back. And now, there is a last one. Now, I am hoping that you're still there. Okay, the last one is the universe. Now, the earth, the sun, the moon, the stars, and billions of stars, galaxy. I left a lot of things. Galaxy. Our galaxy is called Milky Way, right? It's a big galaxy. Galaxy combines of the solar system. There is not one solar system. There are a lot of solar system. There are a lot of suns. the galaxy. Now, a lot of these galaxies come together to form what is called as the universe. Now, the universe is ever expanding. Every day, the universe is expanding. Nobody has seen what is the universe's size. I cannot guess. Now, when you compare to the size of the universe, we are just a dot, not even a dot, right? We are just a small human being on the earth. The earth is small compared to the Jupiter. Jupiter is small compared to the sun. Sun is small compared to some other sun. They are small compared to the galaxy. Galaxy, bigger galaxy. A lot of billions of galaxies come together to form what you call it as a universe. Universe is a very big one, right? It's not very expanding. It's not start. It's not stagnant where it is stopping. It's ever expanding, guys. Okay, guys, sorry for ending the live here. I have a visitor in my home, so I'll get back to the details which are missing. And thank you guys for tuning in to the live. I hope you covered all the aspects of it. If it is covered, we'll go to the quiz tomorrow here. At the same time, we'll go for, I'll give you the time. We'll have a quiz on this chapter. After that, we'll have a Google Meet interaction. I told you in the group, please join the Google Classroom and Google Meet using the codes. Meet, I will schedule. Classroom, you please join for the materials, notes, videos, and everything is there. It is very secure. The idea is to make sure that we move away from WhatsApp. Today, WhatsApp has become a lot of information is in the WhatsApp, so we are moving away from the WhatsApp. That's the idea. You guys getting it? So thank you for your cooperation, guys. If you have any doubts, please post me. Remember, I have already a doubt of the leap year. I couldn't explain, but I'll explain it to it in the group. Is that fine? Okay, then, guys, take care and get ready for the next class. Till then, stay safe, stay inside. Bye, guys.